Don't ask me.
Mrs. Gray, look out your window.
What you know is true.
I'm taking you away for the weekend.
I just can't believe this is my life, that I get to live with you.
Oh, I love your precious heart.
It meant nothing to me before you.
They're back! That's right, Anna Steele and Christian Grey. You know, every year around Valentine's Day, we seem to be getting another installment. This, sadly, fans, is the last one of the 50 Shades of Grey phenomenon, at least on the screen. Of course, this is the book series by E.L. James that became a phenomenon in and of itself in the publishing world. And of course, begged to be made into a movie. Not one movie, not two movies, but three movies. And this one is definitely the end of at least this portion of it. I can tell you that much. No one is promising anything more, so you better soak it up this time. And this one with Jamie Dornan as Christian Grey and Anna Steele played by Dakota Johnson. They are back in this franchise that has grossed already $1 billion and change around the world and promises to gross more.
You insist on defying me, Mrs. Gray. What should I do about that?
Learn to live with it.
The pair gets married. Now, usually in these kinds of stories, when they get married, it all bogs down. The sex gets old quickly. Not this time around. This movie knows exactly what it needs to deliver. It's almost like a musical that stops every few minutes for a sex scene instead of a musical number. And that's what we have here, and Christian hasn't lost his attraction to all of those wonderful tools he has in the shed, as it were. Does Anna succumb the same way she did in the past? Well, you'll have to go see the movie. But this is full of all the stuff you've come to expect from this series. The yachts, the private planes, the expensive getaways to Europe. That's where they spend their honeymoon, on the Côte d'Azur. It's actually gorgeously filmed here. It is so glossy and beautiful, and this is a fantasy movie for women everywhere. There's no question about it, and pretty much for men too. If you can be like Christian Grey, basically have your cake and eat it too, why not? Now, of course, there is the villain in these things. There's always a villain, and it's back in the hands of Jack Hyde. How do you like that name? Played by Eric Johnson. He's Anna's former boss at the publishing firm, and he has revenge on his mind for the new couple, and of course that plays out in ridiculous fashion. Most of this does. It's a ludicrous plot. You don't go for the illiterate nature of the screenplay here. You go to see a world you're probably not accustomed to, and one that fills the screen with glorious, glorious color and sex. And that's what this movie is all about.
Oh. I'm so sorry.
And it stars, I think Dakota Johnson actually survives this pretty safely. She actually has a bit of intelligence behind her role of Anna, as she tries to call the shots herself against Jamie Dornan's Christian Grey. Dornan still plays this about as flat as you can imagine, and about as flat as his stomach. Nevertheless, it's exactly what fans want. You can't argue with $1 billion, and they'll make a lot more. We can't resist 50 Shades, can we? So for fans, I can't say anything but go. You're getting more of the same.